The newest update for Vintage Story is here. 1.20 is live and ready for adventure. I've played the pre- and release candidates, and I'm ready to share with you all the cool new stuff in this latest version. Let's go! Hi, it's Drax. This is the part at the beginning of the video that everyone skips. For those of you that didn't jump forward, enjoy watching and listening. Might you consider supporting me further by visiting my Ko-fi or clicking on the join button on this video? Alright, that's it. Back to the video. This is not the definitive list, because the list of additions, changes, and fixes is thousands of entries long, and let's face it, that would be a really boring video. So instead, here's my hand-picked list of new items, changes, and fixes in the new version of Vintage Story. I want to first talk about updated engine tech. I'm not going to get into the details here, but I wanted to mention this first. The game runs on its own engine, and it's amazing. I think we can all agree the engine harnesses a lot of power for a block game, and they keep updating and upgrading. With each new addition, the game's backend just keeps delivering a great experience. There are a number of performance tweaks in this update that should help the game run well on all systems. And also, the continued dedication to mod support is just awesome. They have introduced a new color grading system. The game has always been stunning, but the new settings crank up contrast and sepia based on temperature. If you find these new settings to be too much, they've added a switch in the settings to disable. Vintage Story is beautiful. The World Gen page has been overhauled for ease of use. Previously, it was a lengthy, overwhelming list of options. This new version introduces a more friendly, tabbed interface, making it easy and quicker to navigate. The new organizational layout is a welcome change. Rideable mounts have come to Vintage Story. At the top of the page is a link to my video on how to obtain your first mount. Initially, players will have access to a single mount, the Elk. You will need to complete the first dungeon in the game and then purchase the mount from a trader. There are saddles, bags, and other additional add-ons that can be crafted and added to your new mount. The implementation of the mount system is great. The riding is fluid and just damn fun. In my mind, this is the single biggest update to the game. Ropes and leashes have been added to the game. The rope allows you to pull domesticated animals. You can also tie them up to a fence post or a tree so they don't wander off. A leashed animal can be placed on a sailboat. Now your friend can go with you on all those long sea voyages. Sailboats have been added to the game and rafts have been updated. The raft now has storage for your ore and the ability to add a reed chest, making it a viable option for those short river trips. The sailboat is a massive seafaring vessel. The new boat has room for multiple passengers, storage, and yes, even your new mount. Sailing is easy and will make long journeys much more enjoyable. Rivers and seas have always seemed a bit neglected. The sailboat is a fantastic addition to the game. The game got a much needed overhaul of water visuals. The 1.2 update brings significant visual improvements with the addition of murky shaders and opaque oceans. New plants and coral have also been added. The water now looks vibrant and full of life. This update adds a new layer of depth and beauty to the underwater world. The wolf animation has received a full upgrade and the new modeling is incredible. The movement is much more fluid and realistic. All animals should receive this new coat of paint in the coming game updates. I think it's fair to say I can't wait to see what they do with the bear. The Beehive Kiln is the new way to bake bricks in Vintage Story. This new kiln will allow you to fire 27 full blocks worth of claywares at once. Alongside the kiln, there are over 130 new blocks being introduced, providing a wider range of building options and creative possibilities. Also, you'll be able to fire bricks in 4 different colors. There are small new friends in Vintage Story 1.20. Insects, grasshoppers, cicadas, gnats make up some of the fun little particles that jump around and make new noises. This addition adds to the overall ambience of the game, and it's lovely. There are new bag upgrade options in 1.20. 2 new bags have been introduced using the sturdy leather. The new mining bag has a storage of 14 items, and the new sturdy backpack will have storage for 8. I have long said we need more bag options. This is a good start. 2 new mobs are being introduced in 1.20, and they're game-changing. The first is called the Bowtorn. It's a ranged mob and fires arrows at you. It has a close-up attack which I describe as a headbutt. Taller than a drifter, and a little less deadly. The Shiver is the other mob, and the name perfectly fits my reaction. It walks on all fours, and its movement is just freaky. The sound it makes adds to the horror effect. Also, it can run faster than you, so good luck. These new additions will change your nighttime exploring habits. I personally look forward to many nights hiding in a dirt hole, scared for my life. There is new lore and 4 unique story locations that require long-distance travel to reach them, hence the new mount and sailboat. To start the new content, you'll need to complete the Resonance Archive. No spoilers here, mostly because I don't want to spoil it for myself. In the coming weeks, I will post a video on the new explorable content and link it in the notes of this video. Those are the big changes in 1.20. This next section I'm calling Rapid Fire. Here are a list of other changes I found interesting, presented in no particular order. Molds will shatter if exposed to water. Fun! Hot ground stored items, shading changes while cooling. Cool. Added master sound slider to affect the volume of all in-game sounds. Thank you. The minimap position can now be changed using Control F6. I've never wanted to move the map before, but now I do. Kieran recipe now requires a hammer and a chisel. That makes sense. The shield mechanic has been improved. You now have a 100% blocking chance against projectiles. They also updated the sound. I like the clunk. Raw fish satiety is reduced from 220 to 100. This just doesn't seem fair. The new clay brick chimneys now emit smoke if there is a burning fire pit or pit kiln below. I have been asking for this forever. Smoky fun. Candles are now a cooking pot recipe, no longer a grid recipe. Cooking candles seems right. They added an Electrum lantern. Electrum can now be used in lantern lining. Okay, so Electrum. I just like saying the word. Farmland now dries out after 96 hours instead of 48. Wet. More items can be placed on the ground now. Most food items, cattails and papyrus bundles, bamboo, shoot sections, compost, blasting powder, flax twine, iron blooms, leather, metal chain, lamisil, scales, and quartz. I love it. I think everything should be ground storable. The fruit press now requires a metal rod rather than a metal ingot. Okay. The fruit press can now overflow if the bucket is full. I tried this multiple times and I couldn't get it to overflow. So a small chance? Thankfully. They have rebalanced cider and wine. It now lasts 10 times longer but only yields half the satiety. It seems okay to me. Bucket crafting recipes now also accept rope in addition to twine. This feels like a big change to me. Now it's easier to make buckets in the early game. You can no longer till ground with a block above, preventing wild crop harvesting exploit. I could never get this to work. Not sure if I was doing it right. Probably not. So no love lost here for me. When searching the handbook, you can now include "and" between search terms, as well as "or." You can also use the lowercase "and" and "or." This is good news. Cave-ins are now less predictable as they can collapse more blocks and create additional cave-ins nearby. Wait, they were predictable? They have doubled creature swim speed by default. This seems bad. Most creatures no longer just passively accept getting pummeled by ranged weapons at a large enough distance. They will now run away. Well, there goes the game for this hunter. That was my go-to hunting technique. I guess Drax is gonna have to get good. Spears have been fixed. They should no longer damage creatures multiple times on impact. I tested and tried this multiple times, and I think it's still working. Shh, don't tell the devs. Drifters are no longer as accurate in throwing stones. Drifter spawn quantities also have been reduced. This helps, but they still seem way too accurate. Sure, they've been reduced, but we also got 2 new really scary mobs. So, there's that. This is a massive update to Vintage Story. New content, huge changes and fixes. The game feels brand new. I will be starting a number of new saves to explore all the content. Will you be starting over? Also, what are you most excited about in this new update to Vintage Story? Share it with me in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.